Baltimore's Weekend Agenda on Facebook Live, sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. We're J-More. I'm Amanda. That's Simone.
Hi.
We're here in Hamden to talk to you about your plans for the weekend and everything you plan to do. So let us know in the comments field below and share anything you want us to talk about. So, Simone, I think one of our favorite events is happening this weekend, which is why I've got my lucky film festival necklace on. Tell us about it.
Anybody get the hints? Yeah, it's Maryland Film Festival weekend. And we're especially excited about it this year because it's going to take place, for the most part, at the newly reopened Parkway Theater. And it is one of our favorite Baltimore annual events as well, including dozens of screenings of shorts, programs, documentaries, feature-length narratives, a John Waters pick.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, we had to get John Waters in, as we do every week for some reason. Filmmaker discussions and other movie-related events.
So we actually ran a story earlier this week or maybe last week of some of our best picks for the festival. So I'm going to just tell you guys about them right now. This is not all that's playing. It's just a couple options. Everything sounds good to us, so it was kind of hard to narrow down, but I'm going to give you a little overview of some of them. So first, there's Austerlitz, which is a German documentary that sounds really fascinating. It's kind of about the whole psyche and practice of sort of tourism at historical sites. So like you go to Auschwitz as a tourist and what does that really mean? And is it tacky or is it still meaningful? Mm-hmm. So the whole documentary is about that, which I think sounds fascinating.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I think definitely check that one out. And then there's Golden Exits, which we're excited about mainly because Adam Horowitz is in it and he's a Beastie Boy.
Beastie Boy from Queens.
The Beastie Boys, that's right. And also Jason Schwartzman and Mary Louise Parker. They're both in that.
Mary Louise Parker.
Love
awesome.
her.
Does
right?
anyone like weeds?
Oh, yeah. Thumbs up if you like weeds.
Yeah. And here we go again. And she also wrote an amazing book a couple of years ago. I can't remember what it's called, but it was sort of all these essays about different men who've been in her life, throughout her life. And I just felt like it was unfair that somebody who's such a good actress and so beautiful could also be such an amazing writer. So
you're also a triple threat, though, Simone. So don't worry.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so see Golden Exits. And then there's also Lemon, which sounds really kind of cute. It's a sort of a sardonic comedy about a 40-year-old down on his luck. Brett Gelman co-wrote it and stars, and that could be good. And Michael Cera's in it, Nia Long, Judy Greer, Rhea Perlman.
Cool.
And then super, super exciting is Person to Person, and we're excited because it stars Abbi Jacobson from Broad City.
Yeah, and she's like our idol, and we're trying to be the Baltimore Broad City chicks, although Abbi does have Baltimore connections.
She attended Maryland Institute,
right,
and we love her.
That's kind of already taken, but we're trying.
Right now we're just two girls with curls talking about events, but one
girls
day,
with curls.
One day we might be Broad City, Baltimore.
Yeah.
And also Michael Cera.
If you make us famous, that is.
Yeah, right. So like us a lot, like us all over the place. So also so that's another one to check out because we love her. Another thing I should mention is Barry Levinson, Baltimore's own, was in town last night for the festival screening of his latest HBO project, The Wizard of Lies, which is about the Bernie Madoff scandal. Did anyone check that out? Were you at that screening? What did you think about it? Let us know. Also, that does air on HBO on May 20th.
Right. Also, we have a interview with Barry Levinson on our website, jmoreliving.com. I think we might be the only people in town to have an interview with him at this point.
Exclusive.
So check it out. We're really happy about that.
Yeah. So look for us all weekend at the festival. Let us know what you think. Use hashtag JMoreWeekend to tell us about your observations and say hi to us if you see us.
Yeah, please do.
What else, Simone?
Well,
I
realized that my hints that I gave at the beginning of the show were actually meant for our next event, not for the film festival. So if anyone was confused by the flowers and the peppermint sticks, that's why, because I got confused. Actually, all of these special things that we have today are for a perennial favorite. Get it?
Get it?
FlowerMart Festival, which takes place today and tomorrow at Mount Vernon Square. And, excuse me, I just have to turn my page. Enjoy a lemon with peppermint stick in it. It's practically a Baltimore rite of passage, so make sure you do that. We have our peppermints here with us, though we don't have our lemons, but, hopefully later. Put on your best sun hat, pick up some garden flowers and other flower needs if you're a gardening person. Thumbs up if you like peppermint sticks.
Peppermint stick up. If you don't know what a lemon peppermint stick is, it's a Baltimore tradition, and it's basically you take your lemon and you slice it in half, and you put one of these really nice porous peppermint sticks in and use it as a straw, and it's delicious and sticky goodness.
Right.
So if you are just joining us, we are Jay Moore's Weekend Agenda on Facebook Live, sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. And we're discussing some of the best things to do this weekend. Be sure to comment in the comments field below and share and like and follow at #JayMooreWeekend. What else this weekend?
There's so much this weekend, I can't even believe it. I'm going to try to move through it quickly and not digress, as we tend to do. Baltimore Kinetic Sculpture Race at AVAM. It's that time of year in Baltimore where crazy costumed people construct human-powered vehicles and willingly propel themselves into the harbor. And so look for that spectacle and revelry. And don't forget to look for Fifi, the giant pink poodle, because she's definitely an important part of that festival every year. Opening ceremony starts Saturday morning at AVAM. The race starts at 10. Have any of you entered a kinetic sculpture in the race or accidentally fallen into the harbor while watching the race?
It happens.
Yeah, let us know in the comment field below.
All right. What else?
We've also got the Baltimore Wine and Food Festival. And if you're already downtown for the kinetic sculpture race, why not stop by Rash Field, where top chefs and artisanal craftsmen entice Baltimore foodies with their culinary delights. 11 to 5 on Saturday.
Okay, so do we have any comic book geeks in the house? I think we do. Intern Will.
Surprise! I didn't know you were a comic book geek,
I
Will.
am most definitely a comic book geek. So this weekend, this Saturday, is a free comic book day. And if you're a comics geek or a graphic novel fan like me, this is your day. Participating stores across the country are giving away special editions produced specifically for the day. And some places offer special discounts and specials.
Wow.
So I recommend Alternate World in Cockeysville, Collector's Corner, and there's a few others all around town. There's some great
Does Atomic Books.
Atomic Books, I don't know for sure.
No.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they do.
They probably do.
Okay.
All the libraries usually.
All the libraries also participate as well.
And you say Jeppy's Entertainment Museum?
Jeppy's Entertainment
Oh,
Museum is
cool.
joining in.
That used to be my son's favorite place when he was little.
They're joining in the fun with games, prizes, and free issues as well. So also this weekend in Timonium is the Fire Museum of Maryland annual Steam Show. It's their 40th annual Steam Show.
Wow.
It's going to be filled with carriage rides, demos, games, all sorts of fun stuff. So that's at 10 a.m. in Lutherville. All right, I'll pass it back
you.
over.
Oh, so also, well, just as a reminder, if you're joining us, we're Simone and Amanda. I'm Amanda, that's Simone. For Jay Moore in Hamden, this is your Weekend Agenda, brought to you by University of Maryland, Baltimore. And right before we wrap up, I'm just going to, I have another thing to sell. So we're going to start a second Facebook Live for Jay Moore, not about the weekend. And this one is Jay Moore's Need to Know with Jonathan Oleski. And that's also sponsored by the University of Maryland, Baltimore. That will take place right here, Tuesdays at 12:30. And Jonathan will be discussing the news and current events. So again, Jay Moore's Need to Know, Jonathan Oleski, Tuesdays at 12:30. Come back and see us on Tuesday. So we're going to have lots of fun on Fridays. And then on Tuesdays, we're going to talk about all the news of the day.
Great. I've got one more event to mention. The Towson Town Spring Festival is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And it's actually the 50th anniversary of the festival. Who knew? So they'll be having carnival rides, jewelry, art vendors, live music from Crushing Day, the Reagan years, and the Amish Outlaws. So hopefully the weather will be great and you can have a great time in Towson this weekend.
Always a good time. So many festivals happening this week. Simone, why don't you give us one more reminder about our May issue?
So our June issue, actually. No, our May issue.
May.
We get so confused because we're always working like a month ahead of time. Anyway, yes, our May issue just went on the stands this week. If you haven't seen it yet, it's a travel issue, and it talks about all kinds of vacations you and your family may consider taking. We've got Africa, we've got Costa Rica, we've got the Poconos, we've got Italy, we've got Iceland, you name it. It's all in here, and some of it is online, things that we couldn't fit into the print issue. So, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
and
so-
if you want to subscribe, one more thing. If you want to subscribe, go to jmoreliving.com/subscribe.
Exactly. So once again, it was kind of a rainy, gross Friday today, but there's plenty of movies to go watch, so you can get in and out of the weather. FlowerMart is still happening. Go get some flowers and peppermint sticks. And thank you for joining your weekend agenda. Follow us at #JMoreWeekend. Thanks to University of Maryland, Baltimore for sponsoring our Facebook Live event. Join us next Friday at 12:30 and have a great weekend. Bye!
Bye.